Hello and welcome back to Shandalar. This is round 3. We are now going back to the world of Shandalar to see where we left off. I am in a watery area. I'm going to go around and try to collect some blue cards to see if I can beef up my deck a little bit, because we have been struggling to accomplish much of anything, really. Okay, so this is what's happening. This is a news flash. The evil blue wizard has sent basically one of their minions over to one of the towns, and if they take over the town, then they get a mana tap, and I have to prevent that from happening, because if they get 3 mana taps, then the game's over. I lose. And these are the wizards. These are the people I'm trying to destroy and not doing a very good job of so far. So we left off. Yeah, this card I'm going to get rid of. It's not really helping me too much. We just need more cards and better cards. This creature... Okay. I don't like Whirlpool Rider anyway, so if I lose this card, that's not a big deal. Maybe we'll get lucky here. 1/1 Death Touch creature. Don't have much I can play so far. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill one of these. Okay, we have some options here. Yes, please get this out. Okay, never mind. Instant death. I do have my super powerful big flyer creature here if I can just get enough mana out to play that. Looking good, looking good. Yes. Okay. If I can just, like, start winning a few games and start having, like, more cards coming in than going out, then we'll be in good shape here. Right, trade creatures there, yeah, that's fine. Yes. Okay. This card here, Canker Abomination. Okay, so he got a pretty large creature out there. We're gonna have to just deal with that. But at least I have a full, beyond full hand. I have 10 cards in my hand. Let's get some defenses going here. Okay, I'm just gonna get as many creatures out as I can. And let's get this here so I can trade creatures with that if I need to. I've got a flyer, we can get right over top, start doing some damage. I'm actually declining to draw more cards. I'm gonna end up decking myself if I do this. I only have 18 cards left in my deck. Okay, he's got a Hypnotic Spectre. I'm gonna put Troll Hide on here, so I've got a 6/8 flyer now. Let's put out another creature with flying. That way I can block that Spectre if he doesn't trade cards here. And do I want to just attack? Let's see if we can do a little bit more damage to him before I just start sending everything through. Eight cards in my hand. I do not need to draw more. Okay, looking good here. So he's going to probably block with the Hypnotic Spectre, but I'm going to be able to get at least one card through. Oh, why don't we drop some Trample on this? So now it's 7/9 Trample. That's going to go right over top of the Hypnotic Spectre and do a bunch of damage. I need to keep some blockers back so I don't end up taking too much damage next turn if I send everything through and leave myself open. So let's attack with the Sphinx and our Storm Rider Spirit. There we go. Nicely done. Okay, I think it's safe to say we've won this one. Yeah. Okay. Won 5 cards here, some uncommons and commons. This is a dungeon clue we've got down here. So this dungeon has Counterspell, Tolarian Academy, and Wheel of Fortune in it. Wheel of Fortune would be great for this deck. Tolarian Academy, great land. Counterspell might be good too, but I think I'm going to take the cards here. I might be able to use that green card for something. Not a great opening hand here. I probably need to take Leviathan out of this deck. The odds of me ever playing this card back from the Dark, that's how old this card is. 10/10 trample with a lot of drawbacks. Yeah, I'm literally never going to use this because my deck doesn't have enough islands in it. I need to remove that from my deck, like, immediately. It's just taking up space in there. Alright, good. Next turn we'll get our Storm Rider Spirit out. We'll have a 3/3 flyer going. It looks like the enemy here is low on mana. I'm actually going to go with these elves instead. We'll start hitting them for damage here. Oh, he has this artifact creature deck where these all build on top of each other. This can get super overpowered, like, really quickly. See if he leaves that open, and then I can cast Storm Rider Spirit next turn during his turn with Flash, and see if I can take out his creature by doing that. Uh-huh. Here we go. Nice. Tricked you. That's what's up. So I could trade creatures here. That doesn't really strike me as being a great deal. I can go over top with the 3/3 flyer. He's probably going to equip that next turn, so that's going to be a 5/4 with some blocking restrictions. I think I'm going to let myself potentially take 5 damage and let myself trade creatures here so I can keep the edge while he's low on mana. There we go. So that's going to drop that down to a 1/1. Since that has Wither, since Wildslayer Elves Wither, and then I can destroy that. I'm going to do this the smart way and wait for his turn to see what happens here. Okay, so he wasted some mana trying to equip that, and now I'm going to destroy it. Basically negated his whole turn there. Ah, okay. Drew my Sphinx. That's great. Got a pretty decent advantage here. Now I'm going to have major card advantage. Get this out too. Yes, please give me cards. Cumulux. That's pretty cool. 5/4 flyer. Okay. Staying in there. This game is not over yet. Okay. Let's give this trample. So I've got 5/7 flyer. And Yep, I'm going to send both of these through. So he's obligated to block this. Because otherwise he's going to take 5 damage and die. So that's going to kill his creature, drop him down to 1. Gaining some life back, but I'm pretty sure we got him here. Just for good measure. Gonna see about destroying one of his lands. Completely unnecessary because I'm about to do a whole bunch of damage to him. But, you know, just to be sure. Yes! Control Magic. That is actually one of the cards I was hoping to get. That's awesome. And I get a duplicate card. So cool. Why don't we run 2 Control Magics? I could get another Consecrated Sphinx. But the thing is, I don't want to run multiple of that in this deck, because if I have 2 of these out at the same time, there's no real benefit to being able to draw that many cards at once. So I think that's probably just going to be a 1 card in my deck that I don't need to have more than 1 of. Control Magic is just amazing. Like, this card was from Alpha. It's like one of the first cards that was in the game, and for 4 mana to steal a creature like that is just so good. So let's go with that. I'm going to take another one of these. 2 Control Magics. Amazing. I think at this point I don't have quite enough blue cards to make this just a 2-color deck. We're going to have to keep it 3 colors for the time being. But we're getting closer. We want to do Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. Alright, let's head west. Oh, you can see down here where it's marked. I think that's where, yeah, see it's in blue, so that's where the wizard is trying to take over. And it's going to take a while to get down there, so we're just going to keep going west. Let's duel this Ape Lord. Okay, off to a bad start here. Of course, this is a Ape Lord that I'm playing against, and so his deck, it's all apes. It's all apes. All apes, all day, all the time. So, since I've got a regenerating creature here, I have a good blocker that I can use. Look at that. Look how useful Regenerate is. I need some islands if I'm going to do anything at all this game. I would like to start doing some damage to him, however, he can kill me in 4 turns, and I don't know if I want to drop my health down super low, but let's at least try to do some damage to him here. Yeah, I'm taking 2. Okay. Let's get this out so I can start drawing more cards. See if he attacks here. Yep, he is. Okay. Block with this. not too smart AI walking into a regenerator. Do this, and we'll drop Elephant Guide on there. I've still got enough mana left to regenerate, and now we've got some serious reinforcements here. Let's lose that. Yeah. Taking his creature. And let's see, do I want to trade creatures here? I could take out both of his if he double blocks by attacking with this, or deal 5 damage. Yeah, let's hit it. That's what he's doing. And I am bad at math! Wow, I'm an idiot. I did not think of that. That's embarrassing. I cannot count, apparently. Hopefully that doesn't matter. I'm wondering if he's got a giant growth or something. Let's block with these elves so it'll do wither on that, just in case. Okay, he's got brute force, which is the plane shifted red shift version of giant growth. It's still going to kill his creature. Oh! Wow, I wasn't expecting that. So if you didn't catch that, he did a +3/+3 on that. And then he dropped a Berserk on it, which doubled its power and gave it trample. Like, that's a classic game finisher move, and I walked right into that. Was not expecting that. So we lost a flyer. I thought for sure I had that game in the bag. Let's put this card in here. This is pretty good. I did buy that just now, didn't I? Where'd it go? Here it is. Arcbound Slith. Okay. I read it as Modular Slith for some reason. What else have we got here? Nothing all that useful. We can use this. That's fantastic. Let's get that card in my deck immediately. 4 Tusk Liege. Green and red creature. Synchronizes with my deck pretty well. Very useful for its... excuse me. Low mana cost, too. Pretend you didn't see that. I swear I'm not as bad at this game as it looks like. I'm just very, very impatient. Okay, got a full hand here. And he's got a 4/4 out. He's got a 2/2 out. And the way this deck works, he's going to keep being able to play more and more creatures very inexpensively because they have affinity for artifacts. And right now he's got 5 artifacts in play. So he could essentially cast a 5/5 or a 5-cost artifact for free. Play this first. And what is this doing? Oh, it's a card draw. Okay. Now we can play this card. I'll bounce this back to my hand. So now I'll have a creature that is unblockable to get through, and I can withstand some damage right now. Let's send the Sphinx through. Okay, excellent. Got control magic, so now I stole his creature. And let's just get something out, because I have 8 cards in my hand. There we go. Or Tuskleage. Let's just attack with everything. There we go. Interesting green and blue card here. One of my favorite color combinations, green and blue. This would be useful if I was running a deck with +1/+1 counters. I don't think we're going to go in that direction. So that's probably not all that useful. Another dungeon hint down here that we could take. There's a card, Primordial Hydra. Great card, Sword of Feast and Famine. Time Twister. Time Twister would be absolutely amazing in this deck. I think I'm going to take these and sell them. So here we are at Nevermore Haven. This is a great card. I want this. Lifelink is so useful in this because of the huge differences that you have in like your starting life total versus the enemy's life total. In fact, if you're not familiar with Shandalar, at the very end of the game, the final boss starts out with like between 100 and 300 life or something, depending on the difficulty level. And it's really just like an endurance competition, like how far can you go, how much damage can you do to it before it eventually kills you. But, you know, if your deck is good enough, you can actually do like 300 damage and actually defeat it. Alright, let's sell off some of these cards that I'm not planning on using. You can use these to filter it. So the commons I'm going to hang on to since they're not worth anything, but I can use them for completing quests. But I can sell off the rares for lots of money. Exorcist is a rare, huh? Okay, when I say lots of money, that's relative. You think Plateau would sell for more than 105, being that it's like one of the greatest cards in the entire game. What am I doing on land here? I'm still at 40% land. My deck is pretty evenly split blue and green, starting to tilt toward blue. In fact, let's get another island in there. And we'll run a little land heavy, but that's fine. Oh, take out Leviathan. Yep, goodbye. That was just a dead card, like that wasn't ever going to come into play. We could accept a quest here to get white cards, but I don't want white cards. This is useful. Amulet of Swampwalk. So some of these towns will sell you world magic, which are either like abilities that you can use, or they're like enhancements. So this one here, if you noticed when I was going through the swamp areas, I was walking really slowly. Here, this will allow me to walk at a regular speed. Let's see if I can get in these ships, get some cards. Ruined Tower. Oh, we get a dungeon clue. So if we find this on the map, we can go in and explore one of our first dungeons. And this is where we saw Wheel of Fortune, Tolarian Academy, and Counterspell. Tolarian Academy is just so good, man. I mean, if you have even one artifact in your deck that gets into play, then it automatically is as good as a regular island. And then beyond that, it can be super powerful. Counterspell, great. The only thing really that you can do better than Counterspell is Mana Drain, which... And this version doesn't have Mana Burn. Like, the original version of Shandalar is old enough that it actually still has Mana Burn, so if you have unspent mana, it'll end up doing damage to you in between phases. Okay, so we have a challenge here. We can duel this Crusader. We don't have to ante anything, so if I lose, I don't lose any cards, but I could win these 2 cards. This is not so great. Old card from Legends, Horn of Deafening. Oh, and Memory Erosion. This would be for like a mill deck, if you want to try and run people out of cards. It would be fun to run a mill deck. I don't think I'm going to do that this run through Shandalar, though. But we can still do this duel and then maybe sell those for money. I did not draw any lands. I'm going to take a mulligan. Anyone's game here. So, I can keep this back as a blocker. If he has any way at all to remove that, then I'm going to lose because he's going to do 4 damage to me. But I'm going to take a chance on that. He's running an all-white deck, so maybe he's got a Swords to Plowshares or some kind of creature removal, but I doubt it. What are the odds? Yeah. There we go. 5 damage, won some cards. Great. Let's duel this Elementalist here. And we're at about 28 minutes, so I'm gonna cut this one after this game here. Remember to like and subscribe. Get notifications on... Oh, I have nothing I can play. This sucks. Okay. What was I saying? Like and subscribe. And get notifications, or what have you, about new... Oh, destroyed here. I can't even get through my own promo. I'm being stomped so badly. Wow. Okay. You know what? Kind of wanted to get rid of that card anyway. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back with another video soon. If you have any questions about Shandalar, please let me know. And we're going to get into also how to do some customization if you have a copy of this game yourself. There's a shandalar.ini file in the game directory that you can edit to change the cards that are in the dungeons. And depending on what version of the game, there are different customization options available to you. But I'll do a separate video with that. So, see you next time.